What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's having a good day. Lots to cover in today's episode, including updates on the Solana hack, Tinder canceling their plans for no physical contact dating in the Metaverse, plus a big video I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So before we get to that, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter, at bencryptoshow. Let's begin. So tomorrow's video, I'm going to be doing a video spotlight on Radio Shack. Now, if you're on crypto Twitter, you have definitely heard about Radio Shack. About a month or two ago, they came out of nowhere with a very sort of R-rated Twitter campaign, to put it mildly. Huge following, 393,000 people, very raunchy tweets. You can check it out on your own. I'll be going over a few of those tomorrow, but more importantly, a lot of people are just kind of wondering what is going on with Radio Shack. They used to be a tech retail store. What's up with their pivot to cryptocurrency? They have a decentralized exchange, and is their DEX actually successful? They supposedly have been doing about $50 million in trading volumes in the last 6 months since the DEX opened. Is that legit? And then most importantly, just who is the guy behind this Twitter account? Is it the CMO? Is it some intern? Is it the owner of the company? Was their Twitter account hacked? What is it? I'll be answering all those questions in tomorrow's episode on Radio Shack. Stay tuned for that. We'll be doing a bunch of other altcoin stuff next week, so we've got a lot of good videos planned here. I put up this tweet here yesterday, going over my my Satoshi Nakamoto theory. Tweet garnered a lot of attraction here. Got tons of engagement. Some of the one of the most highly engaged tweets I've ever put out. The Craig Wright crowd is very diehard. I found out he is very diehard, loyal supporters. Craig Wright's founder of Bitcoin SV coins. I might actually look into that coin now. One of the things I look for my investment sort of methodology is it doesn't have to be this, but I look for one founder and a loyal, diehard community underneath that founder. I've seen like Ethereum, Litecoin back in the day, Cardano, all those coins sort of follow that principle there. And Bitcoin SV, Craig Wright's coin, kind of appears to follow that as well. So it's good there. A lot of people in this tweet, my conclusion is basically Satoshi was created. It's a group of 3 to 5 people who were behind it, and every person in the group kind of had different responsibilities. One person was the expert coder, one person was the best writer who wrote the white paper, one person was the one who came up with the initial idea of the peer-to-peer cash transfer, payment transfer system. Somebody came up with a nickname. Obviously it's kind of a non-sexy sort of conclusion that it was a group idea. People want just like one person behind it. The mystique, that's more exciting. That wasn't my conclusion. Some people don't like the group aspect, but I tell it the way it is. I don't just do stuff for ratings or wild theories. I just come to my own conclusions, and all those people contribute to it in their own way. But obviously, we will really never ever know the true mystery of Satoshi Nakamoto. That's what makes it exciting. Let's get into the market action for the day. So still kind of flat, right around 23,000. We didn't quite have, here's the weekly chart, we didn't quite have the pump I was looking for this week. Prices didn't really go down either. Kind of stayed flat. So I think we'll probably be trading between 23 and 25K for a while now, a couple weeks now. I don't really see prices going down. It just feels like the bottom sort of momentum is done. The downward momentum is really fading away, and the fact that it's August with little trading volumes and prices haven't gone down, that's pretty bullish. So I think we're going to keep going up, but I do think it's going to be range bound trading for a little bit there, just because August is a slow month of crypto. Not too much developments, not too much announcements. Altcoin activity, there's some, but it usually is a little bit slower in the summers. But we'll see. I guess there is new inflation data coming out in 1 week. Benjamin Cohen put up this tweet with like a negative scared symbol, like he's scared of the data, but I'm not really sure what's going on, because the last 3 times the macro data has come out, it has caused the market to pump. So that's good, literally. The exact 3 times. 2 of the times it caused an instant pump. The 3rd time, prices went down for about 2 hours, then they pumped afterwards. So anytime there's a new macro announcement, the fear is always much greater than the actual fact, and it causes a pump in the end. So that's great news. Next week, I predict the market to pump. Moving on, Solana. So the hack, they've tied it to Slope wallets. Obviously, Solana's been through a bunch of hacks now, so they quickly go on the offensive when these things happen. And it was not any problem with their code, they're saying. They're saying it's a problem with Slope wallets. Anytime you have a coin that's on a specific blockchain, there's a bunch of these, usually like 5 or 6 or 7 good wallets that you can use that to hold your coins that support that network. So Slope Wallet is one of them. It's one of the more popular ones. Probably not the most common wallet, but one of the more popular ones. I guess that the developers concluded, I guess Solana was storing the private key passwords in text or on their phones somewhere or something like that, and the hacker was able to get into that, maybe through hacking into their cloud storage or a SIM swap or something. So yeah, I guess it's not good practices to store passwords in text messages or on your phone, where it's just easily to be found via a cloud hack or just getting access to the phone. But, stuff happens. At least it was only a $15 million hack. It wasn't like their $320 million hack back in January or February. It's not bad. I wonder, so Solana, they opened their retail store I think it was last week. This is in New York here. It's the first ever crypto retail store. It's a pretty cool concept, as long as the main focus is not on actual revenues and profits for the store, more of just building the brand and getting people into Solana. But I wonder, so when the hack is going on yesterday, do people just kind of walk into the store? Do they start asking the employees, what's going on with the hack? Where's my money? I mean, I imagine it must have been a nightmare for those store employees. Previously, before that, I'd imagine people would just kind of email customer service of Solana or message them on Twitter or just anything online, and then it's just much easier for Solana to ignore those tweets until they figure stuff out. Now with the store, just walk right in and just ask the employees who are going to know nothing about nothing. Next, Voyager CEO dumps $31 million stock as share hit record high. So this headline is a little more negative than it looks, but I guess the Voyager CEO, he sold a total of $31 million stock in February, March of 2021. So that coincides with the big run-up in crypto and tech stocks. They went up huge when, Bitcoin went up from like 8,000 to 69,000. That did go into tech stocks as well. So he was basically just, if his shares were unlocked, there's nothing really fishy going on here. He was just savvy selling here, selling at the top. You kind of could tell there was just extra momentum, and the prices probably aren't going to get back to that level anytime soon, if ever. So he just sold at the top. It doesn't really look good for a CEO to be doing that, but if his stock shares were unlocked, that's totally in his right to do. And he sold shares of the stock. So Voyager has a stock that's traded on the Toronto Stock Exchange. They also have a token, a crypto token, which doesn't have quite as much trading volume and market cap. Their stock is the big thing. So that's where he sold his shares. Next story, Tinder owner ghosts Metaverse and in-app currencies. So they were going to launch a dating in the Metaverse sort of thing, where I guess you go on a real date with somebody, you actually talk to them, you go on a date to a restaurant on the computer in the Metaverse. Everything's the same about the date. You're just not in person, so there can't be any physical contact hooking up. But I guess that they're scrapping those plans because, as funky as the idea sounds, let's be real here. Come on, no physical contact in a date. I'm just not sure. This Tinder we're talking about here, I'm not really sure if that would have been a huge hit. On the other hand, the Tinder crowd, it does kind of feel like a crypto crowd. Tinder, it's like a sort of a retail crowd. They're gadgety, they're techie, they're dating, funky, young, 20s. That really strikes me as a crypto retail trading crowd. I might be wrong, so the user bases might have sort of crisscrossed a little. Who knows, but they have scrapped that for now. The final story of the day. So this is another headline here that is not quite as bad as it looks. Americans' interest in cryptocurrencies drops almost 30% 2022. So this is actually a positive, because I've showed several times before in 2018 during that bear market, which everyone keeps saying this bear market's the exact same as that, but interest there went down about 90%, 90 to 95%. Google search terms from crypto and Bitcoin went down. Now it's only been going down 30%, and at the peak it went down around 50%. So that's significantly more interest during a bear market than there was back in 2018. It shows back then people were just in it for the prices. Now, the prices are still the main attraction, but there's the community aspect, there's the people, there's a lot of there's more sectors, more coins, so, the fact they've only lost 30 to 50% of interest level users, that's not bad in my opinion. Other countries are on the rise. So I guess the Netherlands dropped the most, 37%, Ireland 30%, US 26%, but Morocco up by 61%, followed by Kenya, Sri Lanka, Nigeria, Colombia. I have noticed a lot of people just on the, where my YouTube traffic comes from and Twitter response and stuff like that. A lot from Kenya, India, Sri Lanka, Nigeria, just kind of sort of the random countries that were not around for the first rise in 2018. Still, the bulk of my traffic comes from the U.S., but amongst the other countries after that, it's Europe, and then a lot of these sort of more random countries are mixed in. And then Central African Republic, not a surprise, a whopping 592% increase in search terms amongst their citizens for Bitcoin and crypto. Obviously, they made Bitcoin a legal tender in April, so that's the reason for that. That's it for today. Back tomorrow with that Radio Shack video spotlight episode. Got a lot of interesting, juicy stuff to cover there. It's going to be a real good episode. Definitely tune in. Follow me on Twitter at bencryptoshow. Please hit the like and subscribe button. That helps the channel a lot. See everyone tomorrow. Until then, this is Ben, signing out.